Hello, this is Divine Sunshine, and this is Divine Unisoul's 11th channel. Welcome. Thank you for finding and seeking me out. Just going to do a little quick energy. I had pretty much wrote out a whole bunch of readings that people had gotten. A lot of people are trying to, you look at the union timeline and look and see where they are, a GPS reading and a love letter. So if you're interested in knowing specifically where you are, you can go to divineunisoul's11.co and you can be able to look at all that information, and it's also in the description box below. Okay, so let's look in and see what is going on with the overall energies. This between twin flames right now. I'm just going to do an overall. This clear. This energies that we are in. Yesterday, this shadow work has been for the collective, has been dealing. So we're dealing with indecisiveness. I don't want to move that. Okay, indecisiveness. Okay, some of us are being given a choice as to which path to go. Now, I've always said that again, that if you're at a point where you don't kind of know which way to go, that no matter which way you go, that the spirit will always redirect you to go back on the path that you're supposed to be. Also, we have magician in the mirror. So some of us, again, are alchemizing this new opportunity that we want to, and to me, it's like almost like a new branch out that's being like created. It's like I was going this way, but now spirit is saying, okay, now let's see about you maybe having this as an option. Which way do you feel that this is? Because maybe, like I was telling in the reading for one of them, like the energies might be stagnant. Like you've been at that job for a while. Now it's time for you to challenge. You've been at the house for a while, or you've been in that relationship for a while, and now it's time to kind of veer off and now pick a new direction. Because again, this is got the number 8 here, which is again understanding that it's harmony, it's creating balance, but it's also creating a rebirth within you. Because right now, to me, where you are, things are barren. There's nothing kind of being fruitful. Where it is, because it's like you might have, this is possible, you learned everything that you need to learn. So now, right now, some of you all collectively, this is where the energies are bringing you to now, is to change, to realign, to get into alignment with divine. And you're looking at yourself in the mirror, looking and seeing how you are creating, seeing about, again, how you could create this fire in ice, or wind or water, or whatever that you could be able to do that. I'm seeing fire in, which is action. I'm also looking at this as like getting your mind together, which is represented by the air. And then I also see water here being represented, which again is your emotions, how to get that together. That's interesting. So he's saying in your emotions, in your divine masculine energies, you need to get your emotions and your thoughts together to align, to be able to create this very new change that you want. And your divine feminine energies, in your spirit, you got to create the action, like really feeling your heart like you are becoming one. I think about yesterday, I was watching the horse race of Kentucky Derby, and the young man had kept on saying while he was riding the horse, he's like, I just kept on visualizing, and I had seen way back, even when they was, you know, doing the horses on parade, and I said, oh, that horse right there, 21, he's nice and light. He reminds me of my my baby Ivory, when she's running out there in the yard. She's light. She has hang time over above the grass. And I'm like, he's going to be light. He knows how to work with that air and not work against him, so he can be able to have that speed and velocity that he needs, and not that wind working against him. And so lo and behold, he did win. And so then when they asked the jockey, you know, how did you know that? He said, I visualized. I kept on feeling in my heart, I can do this. You know, all we need is a break. And if I get this break, we could do it. And also the owners of the horse was like, you know what? We don't enter into any race unless we know we gonna win. I was like, all right now. He said, if we ain't gonna win, then we go back to the drawing board, and then we go get prepared again, and then we bring them right back to the race at a later time or a later date, because we just not gonna enter in. And I think that's, again, we have to remember this, again, when we're on this twin flame journey, that Spirit would not have us enter into this unless we were going to win. And that's a message even for myself, especially with these shadows and these eclipses. For some, there's been easy peasy lemon squeezy. For others like myself, there's been a battle. It's been a thinking. It's been a conflict. It's been like doubt, you know, whatever it is. And so we have to wrestle with that, you know, and almost like, again, in the Bible, it said, I'm going to keep on wrestling with you until you bless me, you know, with the very thing that you told me that I was supposed to have. So this is where we are with this. Understanding that, do I need to clarify that? Magician in the mirror. I think I want to clarify that. The indecisiveness. That's pretty much clear. Pretty much right there. Ooh-wee. It's got a story. Because we got to move into the energies observing it. That's what the young man said. He said, I just sat back and I just observed and seen, like, okay, we got an opening here. I can move my horse through here, through there, like an obstacle course. And then if we get that opening right there, then I could be able to break through the pack and then be up in the front. So again, he had to be clever. This is where we are too, as well as creating this magician and the magic here as well. We sitting on top of this new beginning, like it's ours. Okay, we got to sit and kind of nurture it and kind of maybe like an egg and the chick until it actually hatches. But we also got to be able to keep our eye on our intuition and awareness to give us the keys and the clues to let us know when all the stars are aligned. Excuse me, are aligned. Somebody got to release. We got to be flexible, okay? Because again, some way they saying when I bring this up is like you got to be flexible about how this new beginning is going to happen. Because again, maybe you might say I'm sitting on it, but who would think about doing a handstand on top of a new beginning? That's another new way of looking about it. Again, how you be able to get your hands on it, how you tangibly connecting to this, which means how you communicating, because our hands are blue, verbally or non-verbally. Also, here you have the sacral energies here, how you creating healthy relationships, how you manifesting this thing too as well. What things are blooming and blossoming in your mind? Is it weeds, or is it flowers, or is it lotuses? What is it that, again, is giving way? Because, again, at the end of the day, it's about you being flexible about how this manifestation is going to happen, how you making these connections with these people to help you in order to make this manifestation happen too as well, because this flexibility is going to act as a catalyst. It's number 19, which is, again, you being flexible, say, okay, whatever, spirit, you know what, I had my day yesterday. I threw my tantrum. I was kind of pissed at, you know, my partner. But again, let me see how this is. Again, let me open myself to be flexible and allow you to let them show up. Okay, because again, when you're creating the magic, you're really getting down to the point of you understanding that this is not for you. You're practicing discernment, really seeing again about you strategizing. What moves are you making that's really truly aligning with what spirit wants you to have, aligning with the divine purpose or the divine mission or the divine thing that spirit has for you. So again, it's like, again, what am I serving up to the world? What is people taking off of my plate, that understanding that I am really truly aligning with that? Again, it's, to me, when I look there, there's a mirror. You got to look to the mirror of your soul. You got to look to the divine feminine energies within you to be able to lead you and let you know. Because right now, again, is soulmates. And to me, when I look at the soulmates card here, and that's, again, that's the twin flame. Again, these things here are going to help to lead you into union with yourself, with your person, which is, again, saying that, again, that we know the penguins, they're mate for life. So that is, you know, they don't go and seek out other partners. They just stick right with there because they understand that they have the key to unlock them, and vice versa. And that's where true love really, truly flows there. So right now, what's happening here is, again, or also while you observe, and not have to be just a person, but to me, when I think of soulmates, means like soul connection. What really, truly connects to my soul? What job connects to my soul? What house connects to my soul? You know, what is it tangibly that my soul says, my soul's desire? You know, because again, that's your heart's desire, but the soul is much deeper to me. When you are aligning with that. So right now, what it says, in order for you to create the magic, some of you all got to mend some things. Like me, I know I've been working on some surrendering and forgiveness practices, especially in the spirit, about how some things have showed up. So again, it could be with some feminine, or somebody's carrying a divine feminine charge. You're finding yourself trying to kind of really piece things together and mend it to make it whole again, to work with that heartache. And so this is what it is, because again, it's change, and then it's also your unity as well, bringing things together as one. So it also, with this, in order for you to create the power, you need to connect with higher power, because it's going to also give you the keys to the very divine thing that they have set up for you as well. So it's this new beginning. So this is something, in order for you to get really into your divineness, like somebody had told me, say you have forgotten that you are a queen. And so you need to kind of get yourself back into that and understanding that I am divine. That's one thing that you have to get yourself back into, and understanding that, to me, that it's a key. Really visualizing. It's really about, they talk about this visualization through this third eye. It's really going to help you to really see, can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you become one with it in your heart? Okay. Next thing, what's happening with us actually in the 3D? Clear. Overall for the twin flames. Okay, so some of us are right now are feeling tempted, especially with this shadow work. You probably may be tempted as far as try to see about other things that may be like, okay, well, this is truly my calling, but I'm feeling kind of tempted to get off of this and go to something else. Again, because again, we got the snake really bringing in new knowledgeability and really becoming a new identity is now coming forth with you through this gaining of new knowledge too as well. So you might be tempted to kind of like veer off. You got to kind of, again, I think somebody has said today, even with the energies, like they're flowing with the creativities, just make sure that you don't overdo it and you don't become more, just overdriven about this and not really seeing for things for what they are. Okay. Also, curious. Some of us are, again, right now in Twin Flame, are curious about some things. We got some questions about some things, about where we're going, how we're going to go about that, because right now we feel like we're kind of in the void, but we kind of know that there's magic happening behind the scenes, almost like the Wiz, but we don't specifically know what it is. So we're dealing with some regrets and some decisions in the Twin Flame community. Some things that, again, maybe the twin has done, or maybe we have done, and we would like to, it's taking a hold on us spiritually in our vulnerability, as far as it's bringing us down to, breaking us down to our cores. Like, I'm just really being vulnerable about this thing that I'm being regretful of. Some of us are now being, because of what's going on with this eclipse season, our judgment is kind of a little cloudy. So I would say, like my mom had said one time when I had her on here, don't make no decisions to the month out from now. Again, maybe after June 18th. Just go ahead and grin and bear it. You might not like what people are saying, again, but if you feel like, again, this is your time to be able to tell them and kind of correct them nicely about some things going on, but not the part of where you're doing like a Nia Badia, where you say, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, because that could cause an issue for you being able to rectify the situation and the relationship, and it's kind of will be affected very much so. So again, in the point of, it could be reconciled, but it's not like the same. Okay, just want to say that. Right now we are afflicted with some pains that has also has happened, which is in this veins is like really getting the body. We might be even feeling it in our body too as well. So it might be some body aches too as well about this affliction that is going on with either your twin or even you, about what really is supposed to be, what you have to really do. Okay, but we know that right now that's the end goal is for twin flames to go into a higher state of consciousness, more of a high state of bliss. And we know at the end of the day, this is what we are truly getting set up, because I'm looking at all these colors here, and that's union colors, which is really union with self in our spirit, in our soul, and then also having that union within shows without. So as within, so without. So also, what is, as we wrap up, what is the clear? What is, how we going to create the magic? How does Spirit want us to create the magic? What is it that he wants us to focus in on? Trust. So we need to trust. We need to trust that, again, that the way in which Spirit has set up, and that we know that we are destined to have this divine thing, which is the union, or whether it's to be with our person, or whatever like that, that we know we are destined to get, and we've got to trust which way. Although the waves might be thrashing about, but we understand that we are divine. The light is still shining on us, no matter how things look cloudy around us. I like to say the eclipse with the shadow work that is bringing on too as well. She's standing on a rock, so like on a solid rock I stand, and we've got to become very firm about that. Okay, all right then. So that was just reading about the collective and the energies that there is going on collectively. That means rather your divine feminine and divine masculine energies. I broke it down within it. So in our trust, we need to trust in our soul, in our spirit. Okay, so as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago.